Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have no fear. Your favorite neighborhood light-skinned man is here. And in today's video, we're reacting to Sneako versus Andrew Tate beef just went nuclear. Now, isn't that crazy? If I'm not mistaken, a couple years ago, didn't they used to be like best as of friends or whatever? It's crazy though how they went from best as of friends to now having this beef, man. Ever since Andrew Tate lost that boxing fight, man, it's just been terrible PR after terrible PR after terrible PR. But with that being said, let's go and get to the video and see what the beef is all about.
Massive day for the unemployed. Andrew Tate and Sneako are fighting. Anyway, what the hell happened? Well, it all started with Venezuela. Earlier this week, America whipping nay-nayed on Venezuela and kidnapped their, president who oddly looks like Dr. Disrespect. And Andrew Tate had this to say.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm gonna be real. The fact that they called their shit, the fact that the president said, come get me, and they went and got that nigga in 45 minutes. That was order, I'm not gonna lie.
The truth about Venezuela.
Venezuela. Take all their shit. I'm against these long, prolonged boots on the ground, let's launder trillions, thousands of death, bullshit, wars, Afghanistan garbage. I'm against that. But I am for efficient imperialism. Send the Blackhawks, kidnap one guy, in and out, 45 minutes, get trillions.
After 10-7, you ridiculed.
But yeah, why we gotta take their stuff though, bro? That's kind of fucked up, bro. What they do to get their stuff taken? Is there something I'm missing? Like, is there a reason we needed to go take their stuff they owe us or something? I don't know. That sounds kind of fucked up to me.
Ben Shapiro for encouraging war from the safe comfort of a podcast studio, and today in Romania, you do the exact same. 100 innocent lives were already lost, with far more to come. Oil isn't extracted overnight. It's not too late to change your stance. Sneako basically told this guy to educate himself, and Andrew Tate wasn't having any of that.
Yeah, and Sneako educated himself pretty well. I feel like he articulated his point pretty well. There was no real disrespect in the point made. He just said that was a bad take. Which everybody has bad takes.
So I want to explain to you, without an idealistic, I'm in New York, I make arty-farty stupid videos.
If you're arguing with somebody and you're using logical arguments to defend your point, once they start attacking you as the character, just know you won the argument. Once they either call you out your name, they attack your character, they bring up something that is irrelevant to the argument that is being made, you won the argument, bro.
Who actually understands the world?
Dude, death by 1,000 cuts. He called Sneako's videos arty farty.
I want to explain to you how the world.
So what? I make arty farty stupid videos. What do you put on a military helmet and wave guns around and say war's good? So I'm making videos that are trying to inspire people. You know, I'm putting effort into these videos, something nobody else is doing, right? Not
arty farty stupid videos.
Dude, this is straight up the Grifter Olympics.
You wear a robe and then wave around guns in a helmet.
And Sneako would know one thing about waving around guns.
I don't take gambling deals. I could take a gambling deal.
And Sneako would know one.
Penguin going on around here. Why he holding a big ass dick in his hand like that? I ain't know. Well, actually, nah. Well, maybe. Yeah, kind of living like that.
Thing about waving around guns.
I don't take gambling deals. I could take a gambling deal. I could sign up there. I see him brag all the time. Oh, I made $300 million this year so far. I'm a billionaire. So why are you taking gambling deals after all this? Because that didn't really help me escape the Matrix.
I'm going to be honest. Y'all might highly disagree with me about what I'm about to say. But this is my honest opinion about the gambling shit, bro. If you get addicted to gambling, that's on you, bro. Whether or not I said sign up with my promo code or not. You was gonna sign up with somebody. I feel like if you're gonna get addicted, bro, you're gonna sign up with whoever's promo code and you're gonna get addicted, bro. Like, that's on you. Now, cause I remember when I had first got into the sports betting and all of that, my homie was like, yeah, bro, do it. He would give me plays and he showed that he hit at the time for he made $150,000 on sports betting. Every pick he would give me though, I'm getting waxed. I'm losing. I'm just straight losing cash, bro. I think I lost about $1,500. I said, yeah, no, bro. This ain't for me. And so I'm not addicted to it. I put it down. But if you get addicted to it, I thought that has nothing to do with the person. Like, they again, it brings back to my analogy of a gun shop. Is the gun shop bad for selling guns? No. It's what you do with the gun once you come to buy it. If you choose to go in and do cause harm, hey, whatever. Like, that's on you. All I did was supply it. I'm not. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that in the conversation. But I feel like a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on that. But I really feel like that's like if you get addicted to gambling, that's a you thing, bro. Because nobody is forcing you to gamble.
That didn't help me. Actually, that's why I became so stupid. I signed up for Duel. I thought I was gonna escape the Matrix and resist the slave mine, and instead I lost my mortgage on Duel.com using your gambling link.
Lover hates Sneako. He has a point. Gambling is haram, and at least Sneako is consistent.
Tate saying,
yeah, I'm saying like I don't know. I feel like gambling should be like a like you do it amongst your friends on some like playful things, like y'all put me on a game or whatever amongst each other. But yeah, once you get to the point where, because I'm a big believer on freedom of choice. Like I got literally tatted on me, right? So if you because nobody's forcing you to gamble, bro. So if you willingly say I'm gonna go gamble this money, I as an adult say, hey, I'm gonna go gamble my mortgage on Jason Tatum scoring 30 points and Jason Tatum only drops 18 points or Paul George drops 18 that day. That's not the person promoting the gamble. That's not their fault. And yes, your money you placed on there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we just gotta take more accountability.
that Andrew shouldn't respond to me because I'm just going to use it to get talking points on my podcast. Tristan, I don't know. It's not really 2022 anymore. I don't know how much motion and how much pull you think it has the same way. It's not about clout from you guys. It's really about anti-war. It's about this issue.
Damn, bro. He whooped out the Google Trends. He basically said Andrew Tate fell off.
You guys are in Romania saying Venezuela. You guys are in Romania saying that we need to get involved and that we should steal everything from them. It's about protecting my country and not getting involved in foreign conflicts. You guys, how many times have you stepped in America in the past several years?
Don't get me wrong. I'm a literal retard, but like, isn't it better to just swoop in and get something done in a day instead of like spending years and years of tax dollars? Not to be mean, but what the even is a Venezuela? I'm pretty sure their currency is worth less than RuneScape or...
I swear, don't think that's some bad bitches in Venezuela. Bad bitches in Venezuela at all. You know, I think that's a little bad. The bad things out in Venezuela.
World of Warcraft, we should be invading them. That's embarrassing. Andrew Tate rebutted. This wasn't a war. I am anti-war. This was choosing a leader by Black Hawk instead of election rigging to control resource. Welcome to planet Earth. This happens all day, every day. That's why you live in a nice, rich country. You just don't understand how the world works yet. Basically, Venezuela got a level 1 air defense and maxed out Dark Elixir. Why wouldn't you raid them?
And the miracle of all of this to me is that Sneako's crying his eyes out that we decided to depose the leader of a South American nation. As if we haven't deposed the leader of every South American nation since there's been elections, bruh. That's all we ever do. That's why you get to live in New York, in your big-ass building. But because we used a helicopter this time, he wants to cry about it, instead of election rigging and dollars, which is how we normally do things.
Funny because they're kind of on the same page about war. They both believe that tax dollars could be spent elsewhere, like Somali take.
Forget this bullshit about law, about right and wrong.
Listen to what he just said.
Forget about right or wrong. That's kind of like, yeah. That's a bad PR. You're a fan PR just went down by negative 25%. So yeah. It's not really a good answer.
Maybe we're going in circle, but he just said forget about what's right and wrong. What are you saying? What are you saying?
When streamers go and click their stream deck for a little boom mid-speech, it's actually the corniest thing ever. I'm sorry.
Forget about right and wrong. This is how you're using your influence?
There is no right.
No,
and wrong.
No, there is, actually. There is right and wrong. This isn't a controversial statement.
Yeah, there is. Most definitely, yeah, there is right.
And it's incredible that this is even a talking point. There is right and wrong. You're not supposed to submit to the powers that be.
Dude, the USA got level...
Yeah, I was saying, wasn't that Andrew Tate's whole shtick of going against the powers that be to escape the Matrix, pal? Or maybe I missed the message or something. I'll let me know, bro.
10 dragons and Venezuela has a level 1 air defense, not even Inferno towers. What are they supposed to do?
I've heard his talking points over the years. He says, as a billionaire, I could be on a yacht, a bunch of models, but I choose to be fighting the fight because I do what's right. I could just off and be on a yacht and sleep with a bunch of women and be a degenerate, but I'm doing my podcast to fight what's right and escape the Matrix.
It's not a mystery that Andrew Tate is a grifter. Why did it take you till 2026 to figure it out?
Even though she is in love, I am still hard as hell.
Buy more. Buy more. Buy more. Buy more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. That's kind of. Yeah, like I said, bro. Andrew Tate, and it's crazy. At one point in time, Andrew Tate had top 5 PR in the world, and his fall, bro. Yeah, it's gotta be studied, man. That's insane.
He did crypto, bruh.
You are echoing the slave mind. You have now become the Matrix. Someone needs to put a flash like Men in Black on his face.
I think that artsy fartsy stupid videos comment really hit Sneako hard.
Tate promoting gambling. Yeah, let's have a real conversation about that. I tweeted at Tate yesterday because after years of saying he didn't want to stream on Kick because they promote gambling, after years of Tristan saying that gambling and degeneracy and is ruining the West, Tate...
Yeah, it is ironic, yeah, that you were so anti these things, and then now you're like in support of them. Like I said, bro, my sense on gambling is, again, if somebody begins to become addicted, if somebody gets addicted to gambling, bro, they're gonna get addicted to gambling, bro. Whether I promote it, whether Sneako promotes it, whether Andrew Tate promotes it, etc., regardless, whoever promotes it, that's not on. I just gave you a promo link to sign up and do this. If you proceeded to get, and even then, now another thing I'll say is, depending on how the gambling is implied, like, I feel like if it's stated, hey, this is just something fun to do, you know, this should not be taken seriously. This is not a way to get rich. This is just a fun little throw $10, $15 on there, whatever, troll. Okay, cool, I'm fine with that. But if the expectation was set, I have an issue where it becomes, yo, you can get rich, or you can live off of sports betting. Heck, once you put those type of expectations on sports betting, that's where I have an issue with. You know, that's my personal problem. But in terms of, hey, if I have a promo code, hey, if y'all want to do this anyway, y'all fuck with me, y'all want to just support, you know, here's my promo code. Y'all go sign up on this website. You're right. I have no problem with that. And if you proceed to get addicted to the gambling after that, that's on you.
He promotes his gambling website.
I mean, Andrew Tate's literal come up was through pornography, so like, why is it so shocking that he'd go ahead and start a gambling site or like do crypto? He blocks anyone who criticizes his behavior. Tristan too. I'm literally blocked myself, and all I did was tweet this.
Because it's hopeless. Because nothing matters. We Americans, here in Romania, resist the slave mind and gamble your way out of it.
You know, albeit Sneako ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but he does seem more consistent on his messaging than Tate, so credit where it's due. Trump just ordered the murder of 80 innocent Christian civilians in Venezuela.
Yeah, this is a way bigger issue than the gambling shit, in my opinion. The fact that, yeah, they murdered 80 innocent people? Damn, yeah, this is a bigger issue. Yeah, taking the lives of innocent people to just go take their resources. Like, damn, bro, that's kind of fucked up, bro. Damn.
And not one of the based Christian tradcons gives a single dude, at this point, if they caught somebody like Pablo Escobar in 2026, one side of the political spectrum would be upset about it, and somehow it turned into a left-wing versus right-wing issue. Left-wing, right-wing doesn't matter. It's on the same bird. This seems kind of one-sided, though. All Tate did was call Sneako a dumbass and say he makes artsy-fartsy stupid videos, and Sneako's been popping off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in this video, I haven't seen Andrew make a good point as to why Sneako was wrong. He just attacked Sneako's character, which, again, like I said, if somebody in an argument attacks your character instead of the point you're making in the argument, you're right. You're right in the argument, bro.
Farty stupid videos.
I mean, Tate versus Sneako is just India versus Pakistan. So what did Tate even say about Venezuela? Let's keep watching.
Anyone with a brain knows Mexico and below is all one big Mexico. Just a bunch of Mexicans. I'm from Argentina. I'm from Colombia. I'm from Honduras. You're a bunch of Mexicans. America should take everyone's while it's still capable.
Why we gotta just take it by force? Why can't we just, like, you know, figure out, like, hey, you say I got this oil, we got this mechanical shit, I'm saying, let's trade, I'm saying, let's share the resources around. You know, I don't know. I don't agree with the violence.
While there's a few white guys left, because they're the most competent.
Wait, Andrew, ain't you half black, nigga? Ain't you supposed to be half nigga? Ain't you supposed to be one of us? Damn. Switch up is crazy.
And the Delta Force to take absolutely everybody's stuff. That's the way the world has always worked.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any Venezuelans watching, aren't you guys happy that Dr. Disrespect got kicked out of power? Like, apparently he was rigging elections and stuff. Is this true? Does Sneako even know what he's talking about? I'm so confused.
Or don't you need Congress to agree to invade another country, them, and literally kidnap their president? Don't you need to vote on this? Isn't this something that people need to agree upon? Apparently not anymore. And a lot of people think this is really cool. They see the thing it's base.
The other thing I hate though is I hate how the law, how in America it's stereotyped that the law applies to everybody when it very much clearly does not, bro. Because like I said, Tate said he kidnapped a president, a whole president, like. I don't know. Y'all don't see the hypocrisy in that?
The populist movement in America, whenever brown people get, whether they're from Iraq, Afghanistan, there is a sense of national pride. Immediately, yeah, America!
I mean, fair play, the media machine does paint it as an us versus them mentality, and the sheer distance makes it harder to emphasize. Also, they got hella loot, bruh. Sorry, you gotta take that I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. War and military conflicts are terrible, and civilian deaths are tragedies, but I just don't care. I care about Ukraine because I have family there, and I don't expect you to care either. You know what I'm saying? If we all extended that much empathy to every global issue, we'd all be depressed. And the people that do claim to care mostly do it out of selfish reasons anyway.
Yeah, or some people are very performative about it too. Because there are some things that, yeah, I feel like people care about certain things, but like that don't really apply to them. You know, like I could be like, that's fucked up that these innocent people died, but like they shouldn't have to die. But at the same time, I can tell you my personal life, probably your personal life too, that there are a little bit more, how do you say, immediate issues that require our attention. So like we care, but it's not in terms of top priority of things that we care about. You know, some of us still got to figure out how we're gonna pay bills. Some of us still gonna have to figure out how we're gonna eat, etc., etc.
Anyway, in order to look good or virtue signal, because I don't see anybody talking about Sudan, despite the atrocities committed there currently. I know for a fact that both of these dudes didn't even know who Dr. Disrespect over here was until the news cycle broke down, and they're sort of using it to capitalize for their own gain. If you're still watching Tate or Sneako in Big 20...
Lucky, yeah. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up this video and go ahead and get up out of here, man. I'll catch y'all boys at the next one. Peace.